All right, guys. The talking head is back. I haven't shot a talking head portion for a while, but I've got to do it for this video. If you don't want to hear me blather on, and I really don't know how long this is going to last, this may take a while, just fast forward to the action. But I've got to give you a little talk on this. This all started not too long ago. My buddy Mike Cooper that I run around with, and he's an Alice Chalmers guy, and he just loves those rollover plows, and we get doing that kind of stuff. Well, Mike is an old drag racer, and he's out. He doesn't race anymore, but he still enjoys the sport and likes to go and watch. And he asked me one time last year, hey, you want to go down to Eddyville and watch the races? And yeah, I wanted to go, but something came up and I was unable to attend. So they have a big event on basically holiday weekends, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day. So this is called Chaos in the Cornfield, and they have all kinds of video of it on their site on YouTube. Chaos in the Cornfield 2025. Look it up, because I'm guessing that their video is a lot better than what I shot with my phone. I wasn't going to shoot video, but the one class, and I'm not sure what they call that. It's basically bracket racing, but they use a pro tree, and if I understand right, they have to run dual quads. I don't know. I looked at a couple of the cars that were in that class because I just was in love with them. I mean, there was a 63.5 Galaxy Ford, obviously, and it was just black, and it's beautiful. You'll see it. It goes several rounds. It's a dandy. Not terribly fast, but I say it's a 3,800 pound car, but I don't know how light it actually is. But there's also a 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt with the 427 still in it. And it's a legitimate car. And they only made 50 of them things, folks. I don't know how many are still out there, but they made 50 of them. And yeah. And it's got the 427 in it. Does not have the high riser heads. The gentleman told me that he's got them on the shelf and is running Edelbrock heads, and it actually runs faster with the aluminum heads. By a fair margin, if I recall correctly. I've got to say, and we didn't spend a lot of time in the pits talking to racers, but these guys they're like my tractor guys. I mean, they want to talk about those cars as bad as we want to talk about our tractors when you're on a tractor ride or a plow day or, anything like that. I gotta love it. And when you get back to my old times, I was a Ford guy through and through when I was young, and I haven't been to the races in 40 years, and it was awesome. I've got to say, it was just great. My buddy Dan and I were out fishing on Saturday, and Mike called. And, hey, are you going to races with me tomorrow? And I said, well, yeah, why not? And, Dan raced snowmobiles when he was a kid. He's been there and done that. And I know he likes that kind of stuff. And I said, hey, you care if Dan rode along with us? No, hell, come on. So the three of us made the trip down to Eddyville, and I don't know if everybody in attendance had a great time, but I know the three of us did. I mean, it was a hoot. And my guess is Mike's going to want to go to some more races before the year is over. And that's cool, because I do too. I don't know. I think I blathered on. But I should mention this because I think it's an interesting story. I talked to the man with the Thunderbolt, the man with the Galaxy, and then there was another Ford guy with I think it's a 61 Ford Falcon. And they're all cool people. And I love that little Falcon. He's got a 347 Windsor in that with aluminum heads, obviously, you know. And that thing runs like 630s in the 8th mile. I mean, it screams. And he went deep. I don't know if he won his class or not, but I mean, he made it to the very late rounds. The Galaxy took out the Thunderbolt in the semifinals and then lost in the finals. That Galaxy does not have an FE big block in it. It has a 460 or something 460 based. And the interesting part is, and this is how I found out you're supposed to run dual quads in this class, is talking to this gentleman. He told me that, and he has an intake on the car that it's kind of a hybrid. He told me that the bottom half is an Offenhauser Portasonic, and then he machined and morphed together the top half from a Wyand, I want to say. You know, you get a lot of information comes in a short amount of time, and you try to organize all this in your head so you can shoot this. And anyway, great guy. I think him and the Thunderbolt guy and the Falcon guy, I think those guys were all from Missouri. It's amazing how many people come from Missouri to race at Eddyville. Good to see them. I hope they're back the next time I'm there. I should probably talk a little more. I know you guys are getting tired of this, but I'm pretty excited. I don't think I've ever been at a drag race where they actually ran nitromethane, and that was interesting. And man, that stuff, it is loud when they light them up. And yeah, fun to watch. I go back. Obviously, I had earplugs with me, but if I go back, I will have muffs too, because what little bit of hearing I have left, I would like to preserve. The funny cars, the final pairing in the funny cars, which is toward the very end of this video, I think that the winner went 370 and the loser was 376, and some of just awesome driving, because the one car got a little squirrely on the top end, and he managed to avoid hitting the other one, and it was close. They were both right at 200 mile an hour. Yeah, the nitro it's something else. There's a guy from Texas that Mike says is absolutely the baddest hombre that was at the track yesterday in a fuel altered called the Bushwhacker, and he didn't manage to get it hooked up and down the track. And he went about 4 seconds flat or just a little more. You can't see the timing boards in the videos. I mean, I was just shooting video with my iPhone from the bleachers, and I don't know, maybe some of you guys can zoom in and see, but yeah, that Bushwhacker, that car is quick, and I think Mike said that he's went 230 mile an hour in the 8th mile there before. I don't know. I've rambled on for close to 10 minutes here. Just enjoy the rounds. I don't know. I had a great time. I hope to do it again.
John.